blows up, the sediment settles on me. You only stick around until you're back in one piece. Tap out of it now. Put your faggot half to rest and go be beautiful somewhere else. You're back out of it now. You know the taste, the word forever leaves in my mouth. Finally let myself believe it. I swallowed it down. I thought I was your rock, was just the pebble you were kicking around. Thanks. Yes! I'm making myself really safe from ever getting, like, too big, you know, because the biphobia stuff will just come up as soon as it starts. And those people are online, you know, so they will know. They'll be the first to know, and then I'll be done for, and I will be free. This is how I imagine my trajectory going. Let's see. I'm gonna try and play one I haven't played at all on this tour. Okay, I think I'm in the right tuning and everything for it. This is a song about, has anyone ever transitioned one time?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever transitioned 2 times?
Yeah.
3? See, once you get to this point, people start getting pissed off. I've had to realize maybe they're right. Maybe I just am so greedy because like I just want everything. But I recently posted a rage bait reel in the style of a lifestyle wellness influencer that says, I am a woman who subcutaneously injects 60 milligrams of testosterone per week. Here's why. And it just says, because I wanna. There's more to it than that. There's a lot that goes into all this noise. I've been out as trans for 10 years, which is longer than I can remember. I just see pictures of myself wearing cargo shorts, and I'm like, that's probably what was going on then. So it's really funny to be told by people who have not been trans for 10 years that I'm not trans because of the way that I describe myself. If I just use they them pronouns, I would be off the hook. Not saying that it's easy to be non-binary or anything. People think oh my god, guys, okay, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. But today I was on Pinterest, searching June Henry on Pinterest for inspiration for June Henry stuff. and the ghost of my past came up, guys. I used to karma farm on r/non-binary like it was my job. And a post came up, one of my hits from r/non-binary, and then everybody in the comments was like, is this June Henry? Yes, it was me wearing Echo 2K merch, saying that my gender goal was to look like a gross guy and his girlfriend who's too cool for him simultaneously. And I think I've got it. I think I've done it. Okay, anyway. Whatever the hell all that was, at least I wasn't biphobic for the most part during that. This one's called D/trans. You really think they like me over there? You really think that I can just blend in? You really think that I can shed the years? You really think that I can shed my skin? My mouth would never spit on you. My mind couldn't even conceive of saying you're not telling the truth about the life you lead. Stop kidding yourself, stop hitting yourself. We're arms of the same body. You're scared of yourself, and that's why you're scared of me. I'm feeling history. Repeat, tell me where If not this, what else? I thought you knew this well. Look at me, look at me. Thanks. I'm finally not like too hot during the set today, and I have Raynaud's, and so my body's not happy. Guys, I have an excuse for why I messed that up. It's my disease. It's my disease that makes my mom used to be like, "Are you using?" because my feet were purple. And I was like, maybe, but that's not that's not being affected. Okay, this is one about being a really awesome listener. It's called Listen to Sydney. Doing something that I doubt. So I'll just go around and around and around till you kill me, I kill you, we kill ourselves. You didn't crash when I knew you, it was sometime way before. You said you'd pull yourself together, wrestling on the mattress on my floor. I didn't listen, Sydney, I know that I shouldn't have shit that she said about the moon. Well, I'd use full to trick you, trick me into thinking that we weren't doomed. God, we just went around and around and around till she hates you, you hate me, and you hate her too. And the first night spent in months, you wake up and call your girlfriend. You insist we didn't fuck, neither me or her, believe it. I work around taking your word. The last thing I could do is trust, cause I did it so many times. And you took so much. Yeah, you kissed me and touched me, said that you love me. Don't know what we're counting, I guess you just see it as less. To me it's important, meaningful, formative, and you didn't even see it as sex. I did what I could, I couldn't do it right. I learned and it hurt, and I swear I really tried. Wonder what would have been enough for a body you love. Fine-tuning my touch would have bought you any drug. Thanks. I don't really feel like lightening up yet, so I'm gonna play another one that is similar. Hey guys. I was gonna say what's everybody up to, but we're kind of in a similar situation right now. I need to not breathe into the microphone. I keep doing this, just like open mouth breathing into the microphone while I tune. It's a new song I'm working on, guys. Okay, I think we got it to where it needs to be. Okay, cool. So basically, I lie a lot. Has anyone ever done this before?
Yeah!
It's so cool to do, especially when you can make it rhyme and then make money. And that's my job, is I lie in little rhymes, and people are like, you're so honest and it's so awesome. You're so raw and real. And I'm not telling the truth much of the time. That's the situation. The last line of the last song, would have bought you any drug? So false. Our first fight, actually the first fight I had with the person that song is about, was because I refused to buy a lot of Coke. I didn't even buy a little bit of Coke. It wasn't even a quantities thing, I simply refused. And that was my bad. And it's my bad for lying about that, so I'm sorry. Anyway, this song's called Make Me Honest. What did I just imagine? Thinking something stained if it was never spilled. And if I'm not in the wrong, should I still carry this sick guilt? And if you're still around, am I allowed to grieve? I have to kill the part of me that needs you. I have to kill the part of me that needs you. Thanks. That's a newer one. It's gonna be on an album it's a really weird coincidence. It's also gonna be called Make Me Honest. The album is, I don't know how that happened. This world is really beautiful and serendipitous and stuff. Anyone notice this? I'm not allowed to notice it too much. I'm not allowed to ascribe spiritual significance to things too much anymore, because sometimes it gets bad. Like, I was, low-key in a cult, and I don't want to, claim a trauma that's not mine. It was just I don't really give a fuck what the high priestess is saying right now, and this situation is strange. I was in a strange little coven cult thing that was run by a former dominatrix in my town. And then it turned out, I got into that mess with my second partner, and it turned out that it had ties to this campground, this mysterious, freakish camp that I went to one time with my first, completely unrelated to the second one partner. And that's spiritually significant in a way that's I need to not dabble in the spiritual significant stuff anymore. That's a little bit of silly context for this one. The song's called Sega Dreamcast. Wondering if I can sweat the sickness out. My phone maps still auto routes to that goddamn house. Thank God I don't wanna go right now. Maybe one day I can leave without exploding a bridge, but I know I'd be running right back over it and into those arms again. about that awful room, the futon on the wall, and all the bugs that flew around my body. Well, I gave myself to what I thought forever would be, and it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Like the day you left me stranded at the nudist camp, emotional abandonment, the camper van, the tattoos that you gave yourself and blamed me for, Sonic Hedgehog bed sheets on the filthy floor, the time that we saw Blade in the rain, what a show, the way that you'd freak out when I tried to tell you no, the times that I would hold you cause you made me bleed, my high school graduation heard you cheering from the bleachers. You were the worst, but at least you seem to want to have a life with me. So not everybody was naked at the camp, by the way. It was just an option. One that I was such a prude, I didn't get naked around a bunch of 50-year-olds who I did not know, so that's my bad, really. Once again, I did fail as a partner a little in that instance. Anyone ever had something like that happen? Usually there's at least one person with these things. Like, I feel like every strange niche experience, whenever anybody asks me advice about songwriting, I talk about this, guys, I'm the worst. I talk about this TED Talk that I watched, probably in like a high school English class or something. I don't remember what it's called, so don't even fucking ask me or anything. I'll say it better than she did, even. That's not true. That's really disrespectful. My bad. But the advice is that the more specific you get, the more relatable things actually are, because all the little things that you bring up remind other people of all the little things that could be going on in their own life. And it seems like more general stuff would be more like that, but it's when you get really specific with it. Okay, that's the TED Talk portion done. I'm really doing what I can to avoid the biphobia. Every time I say something about biphobia, I have to play something that explains why I feel like that, okay? It's really just one person that all of it's about. This is a song called Clove. I could have said I'm sorry, but I wasn't. And now we haven't spoken in a year. And I paid a lot of money off of songs about you. You made a life for yourself that's peaceful. lot of my songs are about people doing stuff to me that is bad. Has anyone ever had this happen before? Has anyone ever had somebody do something bad? Okay, guys, here's the really difficult one. Has anyone ever done anything bad before? Guys, I'm about to post about all of you on Instagram right now. JK, guys. I gave you ample fodder with the biphobia stuff. I'm going down before any of you. But I've become really passionate over the last couple of years as somebody who's been in my local music scene in Lawrence, Kansas for about the same amount of time that I've been transgender, go figure, 10 years. And the scene, guys, have you ever been in a scene before? Dude, that's the worst. It's also the best though, and it was like an oasis for me away from middle school and high school, and yeah, it was a really wonderful experience to be part of this community, but every so often everybody would just fucking tear each other apart. And something that I've realized as I've like grown up a little bit and seen a lot more different scenes and how many scenes act the exact same, I'm like, okay, maybe there's not these uniquely evil people that are causing all these problems. Sometimes there's obviously people who are pulling some real wild stuff. But a lot of the time, people are acting out of what they think is like the right thing to do, which is kind of wild when it's like the opposite of what you think the right thing to do is. I've been hurt really badly by some people who are sort of in my life or not in my life. There's a good handful of them. But I had to realize, like, as things have been getting worse and worse in our country, that I don't want those people to die, which is kind of a crazy thing to like say, because I really did want them to die for a minute there. But I think there's probably some things that they could do that are a little more productive than dying. So this is a song that's kind of about all that noise and about what do we do. What do we do, guys? Anyone know? No. Here's a song that's kind of an idea, maybe. It's called The People Who've Done Wrong. It's scarier to know that there aren't really monsters and most people are just trying their best. And with a different set of circumstances, I probably act similar to them. We all grasp for power in ways that we don't see until the blood is on our hands. And even then we make excuses for ourselves and wash away the evidence. There is no type of person who is fully predisposed through a hormone or gene or the way their body works to be the type of person that is doomed to just cause harm. Their actions and responses and perpetuating systems. And in the better world I hope to live to see, there's not an island or a prison will send people who hurt me. If exile's our solution, well, it won't last us too long. We'll all be crowded in a pile of people who've done wrong. She said she had a dream that she was running from the state, and I stood behind the door of the last place she'd be safe. And I stared through the cracks of the window boarded up, and I spat into her face, and I said to her, good luck. Is there really anyone I'd leave to die? Is there anybody not worth saving? It's hard to wrap my head around all the abuse and fear and reconciliation. And in the better world that I will live to see, there's restorative justice and care given to all parties. There will be ways forward, there will be ways to heal, and this old empire's vestiges will someday disappear. Thank you. I used to be in a band that would post on Facebook and that was awesome. If you look up my legal name, one of the first things that'll come up, I don't know why you would know that. What the hell's wrong with you? Why do you know my legal name, guys? That's weird. One of the first things that'll come up is an article written about us in the Kansan, which is a newspaper in Kansas. And it's this baby's first documented transphobic harassment that happened to me, which is really cute. Happened in like 2017, 2018. It was awesome. It's a milestone to be screamed at by a bartender. Anyone ever been screamed at by a bartender before? It's cool when that happens. Not really. His name was, actually I don't have to tell you his name. Maybe he's gotten better, so I don't have to do a name drop. I don't want anybody to go to Kansas and fight my battles for me. Maybe I'll sit down with him and see if he's changed his ways. Actually, I hear through the grapevine that he's still an asshole, but what can you do? This is a song I wrote in high school, probably a couple of years after the bartender yelling at me incident. But I was in this really funny, place where I went to high school in a town that was 45 minutes away from where I was in the music scene and everything, and my town was a lot more conservative, but also it had a weird woke streak for the 4 years that I was there. They loved writing articles about me in the school newspaper. I was hanging out with the girls on the dance team just as kind of this critter that was around that they liked, and nobody would ever ask me to hang out after school or anything like that, but they seemed to genuinely be at least intrigued by my presence at the time. And that's why my first album is called Class Pet, and I released that while I was still in high school, and they interacted with it as if I was a little guy that had just jumped through a hoop. So it was, the work was really affirmed as soon as I started telling people about it. This is a song from that album called Fish Tank. I've been in the fish tank all week. You've been peering at me, showing off your accolades, showing off your pretty teeth. I felt this sense of fuzziness, the sense I don't belong, the sense that everything I've done has been so bad and wrong. Feeling like a frantic kid who still fully believes in magic, bookmarking, manifestation, checking spam notifications. When does the fog lift? When does the trick end? When do I stop feeling freakish in a room full of my closest friends? When does the noise stop? When do my eyes close? When does the shoe drop? When do I get home? Growing out my fingernails, biting back my teeth. I rid myself of all awareness, it's all keratin to me. Remembering how warm I felt, curled up next to him, and how I didn't hate myself the way I told myself I did. When does the fog lift? When does the trick end? When do I stop feeling freakish in a room full of my closest friends? When does the noise stop? When do my eyes close? When does the shoe drop? When do I get home? Thank you. Where am I at time-wise? I have this fun routine that I do where people tell me what time it is, and I say, what does that mean for me? Because I don't know what time I started.
An hour and 10 minutes.
I probably won't take the entire hour and 10 minutes. That would be enough time for the entire biphobia tirade. That's basically, I gotta save that for a podcast behind a paywall or something. That's gotta be exclusive. Let's see. Yes! What do we think of Lemon Valley? Thank you so much for playing with us. That was an awesome set. And The Last Arizona? Yes! This is our billionth tour together. This is the 12th stop of this one. And the official bard of Baldwin County. Are you kidding me? We have been the first tour I ever played was opening for Odie Lee And Bard was on the earlier part of that tour, and I think it was also her like first official tour. I had not seen her play live until tonight. It's been like years of not being able to catch her, and I'm so happy to finally be able to do that, and the show's been so fun. So even if it's my last one on account of the biphobia, getting the rest of the tour called off, it's been a good one. We would have ended it on a good note, but I think I'm good. I think I'm solid for the next few, right? I haven't really done anything other than allude to being really biphobic, which is kind of worse than what I say when I'm just saying the biphobia, guys. And I realize, like, my problem really is just that most of the cis people I interact with are bisexual, just because you know how they are. You see me. The cis bisexuals, a certain type of them go really crazy for a certain type of trans person. Anyone ever experienced this before? You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see. I have to play another one to justify my situation now. If only there was another one I could play. There's 3 billion of them. This one is the one that ended it all. This is the song where I went too far, guys. I went too far this time. And a funny 5-year-long situation I was in ended because I refused to apologize for writing and releasing this funny little tune. It's called Summoning Salt, 16 minutes, 46 seconds, 480 milliseconds. What do I even ask? What do you even try? You say she's moving fast. You say yes, it's nice. You'll meet her parents soon. Is that too much for you? Well, you know where to turn if you want to go back to half-ass. Doesn't matter, I don't like you like that. I'm too busy hoping my game manager likes me back. 7 hours of YouTube trying to think about you two and how much she can lift and how much she must like you. It happened to of Montreal in the living room. You saying that there was nothing I could do to make you want to fall out of touch. Now I'm falling out of touch. Thanks. It's less than a minute long. Like, really? That's it? That's the nail in the coffin? There's a lot of, like, much more vitriolic songs about that person. I think what happened is the girlfriend found that one. Uh-oh. I had another one in my brain that I was going to play. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's before I was so bitter about that situation, and I was still just sad about it. This song's called Something Friend. Don't even register as anything beyond a myopic blur. God, I wanna be somewhat something friend. God, I wanna be somewhat something friend. It's all shapes, no feeling. Did I do this right? Is neutrality the goal I had in mind? God, I wish I looked like anything, and I wish there was a word other than then I could be somebody, something friend. Then I could be somebody, something friend. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get really dramatic for a second again, and then we can play the fun one. We can play my TikTok hit, which it's not even like that, guys. Does anybody think it's like that? Does anybody think that that's that was my viral TikTok hit.
Stitches was.
Stitch. Oh yeah, Stitch's Shawn Mendes cover was my true viral TikTok hit. No, it actually was me saying one time I woke up while I was on my medication and realized I wasn't polyamorous anymore, and then the Daily Mail wrote an article about me and everything. That was the like media coverage that I was really riding off of for a while. My dad made little matchbooks that were themed after my Daily Mail article. But I've grown up, I've moved forward in the world. I promote sex toys on Instagram, and I have a shirt with a YouTube comment that I got completely unrelated to the sex toys. I just wanted to bring that up because I think it's something. It's interesting, guys. Did anyone put their email in the link in my bio? Thanks. That helps me out or something. I don't know. I don't keep track. That's not my information to have. It'd be funny if they sent me a list. Hey, here's every freak that signed up for your toy giveaway. Get them. But I have a shirt back there that has my favorite YouTube comment ever left. It says, "Despite not being the biggest fan of troubled people like you, who have made it an identity and castrated yourself," something in that order, "I feel you have a spark in you that more people need to have, especially when everything in the world is so soulless and vapid." And that comment was left by Kevin Francis, 2002. And it means a lot to me, like, actually. It's meaningful to me that somebody who clearly doesn't really fuck with me as a person still sees that I got something going on. There's sure something happening that Kevin Francis 2002 noticed. Yeah, so I put it on a shirt, and then I thought for a second that he had died because my girlfriend looks up people's names and finds out information. And but this is not the same Kevin Francis. Rest in peace to the other Kevin Francis, though, but he wasn't the one who left that comment. It would have been really bad if he was, because there's like angel wings behind the comment. That would have been so disrespectful. My bad. Now I have to play one to make you feel bad for me. This one's called Rituals. Yeah, okay. People started seeing you around. Now I'm on the lookout whenever I'm downtown, still weeping like a wounded animal. When I think too hard about a year ago, everyone says I am better now. It's obvious in my face, on my mouth. I'm not awake until 4. I'm not shaking on the floor of the party I went to without her. So I'm letting this part of me go. Wish you could come with, but you don't make any sense in this world that I've made. I'm done with the stress highs, doing rituals to make sure you're home safe. There's only so much magic can do, and you won't let my words get close to you. I wasn't mad, I was scared, I didn't know what to do. I offered you my home, I made you my best soup. I never knew you sober. Wonder if I would have liked her like I loved you. Like I loved you. I still love you. I still love you. I still love you. I don't want to. I still love you. God, I love you. I still do. Thanks. Thank you. It's really funny to go from that one to the one of like, I never had a girlfriend before. I'm so pissed off. This one's about how I never had a girlfriend or a boyfriend before. Only a situationship. Anyone ever had one of those before?
Yeah.
It sucks. I hate that word also. I don't have anything else to contribute to that. Sorry, this has been I've been up here. I love talking into the microphone. It's really fun for me, and I hate music so bad. And I honestly, in my heart, I just wish to like become Joe Rogan and be able to make millions selling supplements and influence presidential elections. And also say crazy shit about how I want to be a woman just to know what it would feel like. He says stuff like that. Does anybody think that there's something going on there? Yeah. I'm about to go to Texas a handful of times, and I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone earlier, and I was like, do you think I would get in legal trouble if I requested that somebody bring him to me alive in a container in exchange for a t-shirt? Do you think I could get somebody to put Joe Rogan in a container for me with like holes in the top? In exchange for a free t-shirt. It's not even like a cash prize. It's not like a bounty. He'd be fine. He'd just be in the container with holes in the top so he can breathe. Okay. Here's this song. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. This is Void Adjacent. Boy adjacent, kiss me, find out if you're half a faggot, do it. So you know you won't miss me, so you're taken back by your ex-girlfriend. I'll fill the time, fill the space. While you close your eyes, think of her face. And I'm girl adjacent, kiss me, find out if I'm capable of love. 18 doomsday prep and use electricity to warm me up. I don't need another body, I need mine. Somewhat match what I think I look like. Void adjacent, kiss me, find out what it's like to hold thin air. If you're too good to me, all I know how to do is disappear. But I hope I get what I want. Someday I hope I know what I want. Someday I know I get what I want. Someday I hope I know what I want. Are you ever driving and then you're like, wait, how do I know how to drive? And then you like can't drive anymore? That happened to me at the very end there. That was really funny. I've talked a lot tonight about a lot of things. If I say anything that sticks with you, I hope for it to be this. I had these kits made for previous shows, but they were all taken, which I'm really happy about. They were resources for writing letters to political prisoners. And you can find resources that I just printed them out and put them in bags with envelopes and stamps. But the abcf.net, the Anarchist Black Cross Foundation, has the information of a lot of political prisoners who are serving time for doing things or allegedly doing things for our liberation. They put people in cells for a long time, sometimes forever, and they want them to be forgotten about. They want them to be totally isolated, and we can't let that happen. And it's like, forever stamps are like 75 some cents right now. You can do a lot with that and just some of your time. I'm gonna play one more. This song it's about being from Kansas. And has anyone lived in a place that other people talk a lot of shit about before? Yeah. I really love playing in the South and in the Midwest, because sometimes I'll play in a place that people are like proud to live, and other people are like think it's a really awesome place to live. That I don't like it there, and I say things about Kansas, and they're like, "We're gonna get you out of there. Don't, please, God, I'm gonna start kicking and screaming if somebody tries to take me out of Kansas." I love it, but it's funny to like live in a place that people are like, "I would never live there," and to like live in a body that like people leave some crazy comments on Instagram. Has anyone ever seen this? People say some wild stuff on there, and they say wild stuff in real life. And I've come to terms with, like, I don't know, being a queer kid. I'm like, I need to move out to the big city. No, I don't like the big city. It seems like, you know how you personify every car, and it's like they're guys and they're not like they're people driving them? The cars in the cities are mad at me all the time. So why would I want to move there? I really love living in the Midwest, and I really love being the person that I am. And this is a song about that called Right Away. Thank you all for listening and for putting up with my funny business. I should have a merch item that's Buy My Silence. Let me just play songs tonight, $100. But there's a bunch of merch over there from all the acts, and there's also chainmail. So if you want something awesome, look at what I'm wearing. Isn't this awesome? My friend Wolf is over there peddling wares, actively making them as we speak, right? You've got, no, you're not. Get back to work. What are you doing? You're walking. You're not eating tomorrow. You gotta keep them in line, you know? This song's called Right of Way. Thank you. That says magic between my ribs. It always feels like a miracle when I breathe in. Was never fully suicidal, just aware that I'm so fragile. Being alive, so tenuous, it's hard to believe it. It's not that I thought that I'd be gone by now. I just never really pictured myself living. Short-sighted underclassmen with their arms stretched out, waiting to embrace the gentle end. And I still brace for impact when I'm crossing the street when I've got right of way. I expect to be the bug on someone's windshield. I expect to be the wreckage on Ward Parkway. And every night before I go to sleep, next to the body I'll wake up with it in the morning. I think about how much it does for me, and apologize for all the ways I've hurt it. I used to stare out of the car window, imagine disappearing into the landscape. Picture myself small and thin with tall grass. I wanted to live all by myself in the prairie, and I think that's why I think I'm built to die here. I don't think that it's any time soon. No, not until I live to be a million, and every square inch of me is tattooed. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye, merch. Thank you.